5 urban legend that can make you scary. No, 5 is the Hookman. This one's a classic. A woman is parked in a secluded area, usually of the lover's lane variety, with her car S engine running and the handbrake off, when all of a sudden she hears a knock at her window. She opens it to find a man covered head to toe in hooks hanging from his arms and legs. Obviously terrified, she slams the door shut and locks it just as the man begins to bang on the window with his hooks. Then he begins to climb up the side of the car with his sharp hooked hands, determined to get inside. The woman screams and floors it, driving off as fast as she can. The legend says that the Hookman always gets his woman, and no one has ever escaped his clutches. Some say the story was inspired by a real killer who used hooks to dismember his victims. If this is true, then the Hookman could very well be lurking around the next lover's lane, waiting for his next meal. Number 4, Almana. In some countries, the authorities will sometimes put out a warning about a dangerous animal on the loose, like a bear or a wolf. But in Finland, they have a much more unusual creature to contend with. Ilman is an evil spirit that possesses people and transforms them into violent killing machines. It's said to be over 200 years old, and it's only ever possessed women. Its victims often have no recollection of what they did during their blackout. Periods of time, but they usually wake up to find blood on their hands and missing body parts. And if that doesn't sound scary enough, there's also the small matter of the limbs it removes being those of their loved ones. Police have even had to arrest relatives of Almina's victims after she made them eat human flesh. The spirit is apparently extremely powerful, and no one knows how to banish it. No. 3. The Vanishing Hitchhiker. There have been countless stories of motorists picking up hitchhikers, only to find that their new passenger disappears from the car at some point during the journey. Sometimes the driver will feel a cold spot or experience an ice-like sensation, which could mean the hitchhiker isn't actually a ghost, but something far worse, a demon. Other times, though, the driver will pull over at a gas station or a shop and return to find their ghostly hitchhiker sitting in the passenger seat, fast asleep. When they wake up, the phantom hitchhiker will thank the motorist for the ride and get out of the car, never to be seen again. Many of these stories have chilling similarities, and the exact same route is often traveled in each tale. This leads many people to believe that these are all connected and that we're dealing with multiple demons that only take passengers on these particular routes. Number 2, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is an urban legend that seems to be found all over the world. In most tellings, the story goes that Mary was horribly disfigured, perhaps by a fire or an acid attack, and was so ashamed of her looks that she took her own life. Now, she wanders the night looking for revenge. People who have heard the legend claim that if you turn off all the lights in your house and stare directly into the darkness for a minute, you'll see her standing in front of you, bloodied meat cleaver in hand, ready to hack your face off. Those who have dared to test the legend have come back with stories of flickering shadows and disembodied whispers, but thankfully no one has ever met the actual Bloody Mary. Number 1, Siren. This one might seem a bit tame compared to the others, but the mere idea of it is enough to strike terror into the hearts of many people. Sirens are said to inhabit abandoned houses, waiting for unsuspecting victims to stumble through the door. Once inside, they can hear the sound of a woman crying or a child screaming. And if they investigate, they may find a room full of dolls with their heads smashed in or a bloody meat cleaver lying on the floor. But the worst part of the legend is that when the sirens begin to cry, their tears have the power to bring the dead back to life. Some believe that the souls trapped inside the houses are those of the family members of the original owners, while others think that the souls belong to the sirens themselves who were killed by the townspeople after they lured sailors to their deaths. Either way, if you hear the sound of sirens crying, you should do anything but investigate.